culture, in so many different ways, presents us with a formula for the meaning of life. And here's what's interesting. That's what God intended culture to do for us. And if you go back all the way to Genesis chapter 1, one of the things you realize is that culture was God's idea. God took Adam, God took Eve, He put them together in a garden. You've got culture right there in the Garden of Eden. He wanted Adam and Eve to pass on a sense of culture to their children, kingdom culture. Scripture also tells us something else about culture. Scripture tells us that all human culture is fallen. Paul writes about it in Romans chapter 1. He tells us that people don't worship the true God. Instead, they seek to suppress the truth in unrighteousness. The church and the people of God have always struggled with the basic question of, are we going to be consumers or are we going to be creators? Are we going to be people who are conformed to the world, or are we going to be people who are transformed? You can look at it and see in the Jewish community of Jesus' day. If you really want to understand the Gospels, you got to understand Jesus wasn't just dealing with the Jewish community. Jesus was dealing with different cultures within the Jewish community. Each one of them responding to the basic question of how are we going to live as God's people under the thumb of Roman oppression. And this was a question that the Jews had been dealing with for hundreds of years.